Good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, can't believe the weekend is over with. It's gone. It's Sunday night, but just think, 4 weeks from today, right now, we'll already have our first game in the books. Dudes, the NFL season, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Rams, is 4 weeks from today. Wow. That's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I miss preseason, but I don't miss preseason. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to have those games, but in all reality, what were we really watching? You'd see, if we'd had our second week of, game, we would have seen Dak and out there for, like a quarter. You'd seen the offensive starting line for maybe a quarter. Zeke never played in preseason. Never played in preseason. I mean, it was an opportunity, of course, for the young guys to try and make an impression and help to make the team. But you can evaluate these guys in practice for the most part. And what you may be seeing is the change of this altogether. When you think about it, by the time you have to leave, go someplace to have a game, pack up all the equipment and everything, get to another city, unpack and all that, that's valuable time that you're actually missing in training camp. That you could be working on getting yourself better or getting some rest in between, to being actually prepared. Now, don't get me wrong. The lack of hitting, I don't agree with this whole thing of 14 padded practices. That's it. Come on, man. I went through like 4 weeks of 2-a-days and stuff growing up and things, Popsicles. We were lucky when we got the bug juice, with the dirt and the grass and the bugs and stuff in it. Popsicles at a cooling center. I know it's hot in Texas, but come on, man. Come on. It is a little bit softer than it used to be. However, there's a definite different feel to the Dallas Cowboys practice. First of all, they're not in Oxnard anymore. Oxnard, and don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. It's kind of chilly out here tonight. I mean, it's about 71, 72 degrees right now. This fire actually feels pretty good. It feels like the AC's on outside. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's hot in Texas. Don't cuss me out. But that's how it is in Oxnard. You're not working up a sweat. Because, see, like today, me and the wife, we were walking this morning. It was in the rain, misty rain, about, 75 degrees. Okay, it wasn't so bad. We did 5 miles. We got wet and everything, Hair was all down. Actually looked better being wet. But I tell you what, a couple of days ago when it was like 95 degrees and humid and we went for that walk, the amount of sweat was like it was raining. And that work was a lot harder on the body. We had to hydrate more because that stuff was just flushing out your pores. You don't get the same workout in perfect conditions of 75 degrees. You can sweat your ass off. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but this is what's crazy because, see, I used to go do my day job, come back home from work, and catch Jason Garrett's press conference, watch practice, on the NFL Network, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. I'm on the East Coast. Not anymore. 8 o'clock in the morning, Mike McCarthy had his press conference. He's up, ready to go to work. Practice, because of the heat, maybe. But maybe it's a matter of, we're going to get your ass out of bed and get you a nice productive day. Go to practice, go to classroom, go to weightlifting, go to classroom. Keep you guys busy. You ain't just going to sleep in the morning or just wake up and play PlayStation. Another change that's happening. Another change that's happening is, from what I'm hearing, we're not hearing a lot of music at practice anymore. So the only time you're hearing music is when they're on a break. Apparently, you're telling me they had music blaring while they practice? Damn. Wow. This Dallas Cowboy team, for all those people out there saying for the last 25 years, go pound sand. You can't look at the guys right now versus the last 25 years. It's just like right now, and you guys are married. It's like when your wife comes to you, although you probably haven't as much of this now because of the coronavirus. You're not going out or they're not going to work. But you know when your wife comes to you and she says, does this dress make me look fat in this outfit? You say, no, honey, it don't make you look fat in this outfit. And then she turns and she said, how dare you? You know I look terrible in this outfit. What do you mean I don't look fat on this? I don't understand why you don't tell the truth. You would actually let me go out in public dressed like this? You know it looks, my behind just looks big in this. I'm through with you. Okay. You go on the other side of this equation. Honey, does my butt look fat in this thing? Yeah, baby. It looks juicy. It looks big. I like big butts and I cannot lie. And you shouldn't go out with that on. Are you calling me fat? So when that happens, there is absolutely, positively nothing you can do about that statement, that question, that situation. Because you can only deal with this moment going forward. Okay? Honey, I had the wrong answer because there was no right answer. Can't do nothing. I cannot do nothing about that. And that's the Dallas Cowboys through Chan Gailey's and, having Ryan Leafs and Quincy Carter's and, Jason Garrett. We can't do anything. We can't change any of that, okay? We can't change any of that. Only thing we can look at is this training camp, this group of guys, and this team going forward. And right now, you look at everything right now, and here's what I know. To me, at least on the outside, I see Dak Prescott looking lean and mean. I see Zeke Elliott in camp and not in Cabo and seem to be hungry. I see Amari Cooper not on the PUP list with plantar fasciitis, nor do I see DeMarcus Lawrence on there. And I don't hear DeMarcus Lawrence talking about the Hot Boys or anything, about what they gonna do. In fact, I haven't heard anything other than my wife told me I gotta go work. That's all I heard from D-Law, and that's good. Mrs. Lawrence, and Mama Lawrence. Keep a foot in DeMarcus's butt, because you guys probably have more influence over him than anybody on that football field. You make sure he understands that if his ass don't come home with a sack, he gonna get a foot in the behind. Okay, do that. Can you do that for me? Can you do it? Please. It'll be good for all of us. We ain't here to have a party, playing a whole bunch of music. We hear about business. You want to hear your music? Hear your music after practice. We're going to get up early. We're going to practice. We're going to do the job. And I see these guys and hear you're getting little bits and pieces of things that may have been amiss. Woozy kind of said, our defense was too simplistic. We were showing exactly what we're doing pre-snap. Teams understood, and they picked our ass apart. Well, okay. We understood how it was on the offense. First down, it's going to be Zeke Elliott up the middle, and it's either going to be 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 9, right? We know this. Not anymore. So I feel good about where we are right now. I love some of the changes that have happened. We'll see if it translates to victory. Now, one thing that was kind of interesting that somebody said, when you get a new coach, it takes about 4 years for them to get everything going. That is true in most cases. If you are taking over a team that's literally hit rock bottom, that has cupboards bare, and a new coach comes in and has to clean the place up, yeah. If you look at Ron Rivera going to the Washington football team, he's got a decent defense, but you got to look at it and say you're talking about Alex Smith, who's had 17 leg operations to basically save his leg, being cleared, and you have a second-year player who didn't play that much last year, Haskins, as your quarterback. One of your running backs just got fired. Your other running back is Father Time. Your wide receivers, your tight end, he's gone to San Francisco. You can look at that and say, yeah, Redskins, you've got some pieces on defense. They're young for the most part, except for Kerrigan. You're looking at a couple of years to implement and to clean all the crap out of there. Yeah. I mean, they may surprise some people, win a few games here and there that they're not expected, play a little bit better on defense. But for the most part, you don't look at them and say, that's the Super Bowl contending team. It could happen, but probably won't. You look at this and say, this is going to be a multiple-year thing. Now, you could look at a situation like the Denver Broncos that had John Fox. John Fox, who put together a pretty good defense, had the offense rolling pretty well with Peyton Manning, went to the Super Bowl and lost. He gets canned. I know that's crazy in Cowboys land, that he went to a Super Bowl and got fired. And here it is, we had Jason Garrett, and we kept him for years. But that team changed coaches. Boom. 2 years later, they win the Super Bowl. You can say the same thing about the Atlanta Falcons, too, about with Mike White when he got canned, that they were a playoff team every year and always won and done. But the end of bringing another coach, they make it to the Super Bowl and have the biggest choke ever. That's for you, brother. So you see my point. It depends on the situation. And you can't look at the Dallas Cowboys and say that, we need an offensive line, we need wide receivers, we need a running back, we need a quarterback. You've got all these pieces right here. What you actually had was a team that underperformed consistently, that really didn't take advantage of a lot of the tools that it had. And so a lot of this change is not that you need to change a lot of personnel. The change is you need to change what the personnel is doing, and maybe the focus of the personnel. And I feel like we actually have that. So that's what I got for you tonight. But Philly 500. They've been doing a lot of talking in Dallas. So, we've been hearing about CeeDee Lamb. We saw him with the one-handed catch, right? Did you see that, Philly? I hear that he's doing some special teams, that he can play all three positions out there, that he seems to be a natural. I keep every day seeing an article about how many great things he's doing. I've been looking at your Philly stuff. I ain't seen anything mentioned about Rhaegar. I did see that Carson Wentz is now up to 250 pounds. 250. I'm about 250. Just saying. Get back to me and let me know how your wide receivers are doing, because I know you got all kinds of speed on those receivers, don't you, Philly? All right, y'all. I got to get up early in the morning. Got to take a ride down the country. I got racks to finish and get in the mail. I got my live stream tomorrow night. Hey, I Pick and Pop. I haven't heard from Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop, I've been looking for you. So if I don't see something by tomorrow morning, the Dak Prescott shirt is still up. for a drawing for tomorrow night. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you later.